Cluj-Napoca, Harriet Dart. Hi, Harriet. How you doing? This is Harriet Dart's first semifinal on the main tour. Congratulations. And if you're not familiar with Harriet Dart, she is a Brit. That's right, guys. Ranked 103rd on the world tour. She's 10-4 on the year. And look, she's been grinding on the lower level. She's been as high as ranked 84th, coming off of a 42-win season. That after having subpar seasons in 20, 21, 22. But listen, everyone struggled in 20 with the lockout. Kenwen Jung, for crying out loud, was riding around in her car all over Spain because she couldn't fly to play clay tournaments. That's how much of a baller Queen Win is. But listen, Harriet Dart, I'll give you a comparison. She reminds me of someone like Magdalena Fracas. Why? Because she's just grinding on the lower level until she pushes through. But this is just a tough match. This is a learning experience. This is her first semifinal on the main tour. She should be proud of herself. Nothing to be upset about. You played an amazing tournament. And Harriet Dart, look, she came through qualifiers. She took out some very good competition. Ana Bogdan, Elizabeta, Nuria Diaz. Now, in terms of Pliskova, she's never lost a match in Romania. And she's not going to. I said she's going to win the tournament. Just like I said, Elena Rybakina is going to win the tournament over there in Abu Dhabi, the two giants. But in terms of Pliskova, I think she plays down to her opponent's level. I think Pliskova should have, she's made several Grand Slam championship appearances, right? Losing to Ashley Barty and Angelique Kerber. But the reality here is I think that Pliskova, I think she plays down to her competition sometimes, and I just feel she's too nice. I think she would have slams and more titles if, she's made tons and tons and tons of championship appearances, but I think she would have more titles if she has that eye of the tiger attitude. I think she's too nice, and I think I've said it in the past, I think she lets her opponents win service games sometimes, and not necessarily because she wants them to win, but because she drops her level to the point of her competition. Harriet Dart did as best as she could in this match, but Pliskova is just too strong. She's too powerful, and she's serving better, not great. But her first serves that she does get in, if it's not an ace, it's really putting her opponents behind the rally. Harriet Dart, she's a hustler. She's a pusher, right? She's a fighter. She fights for every point. She doesn't really have the power to overpower a lot of opponents. She's got to work on the serve, but this is a step in the right direction. I feel she's going to be making these Grand Slams and these master events with ease within the next year or two. She's getting better and better, and it's a work in progress. I'm amazed at what she's doing. I think she's very talented, and I'm happy to see her on the big stage. This is great. She deserves it. She's a great competitor. I love covering her matches. I've been covering a lot of her matches on the lower level, and I'm glad a lot of you guys are saying, hey, who's Dart? I've never heard of her before. Well, congratulations. She's on the big stage, and that's the goal here at Tennis in a Minute. We want to promote tennis. Like I said all the time, we're a small, organic tennis network. It's not really about, likes or views. It's just about covering the sport for the love of it. And I appreciate everyone that supports the channel, because I personally feel within the next couple of years, the WTA will be back on main television. I can remember watching Serena Williams on CBS years ago. The WTA will be back on main television because the sport's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger, and these ladies are amazing. Pliskova makes a championship here in Cluj-Napoca. She's going to take on, or should we say it the fancy way, Cluj-Napoca. She's going to take on, who's she taking on? She's going to take on Ana Bogdan, who had an amazing run here. Fatigued, tired, but she's going to have time to rest, recover, recoup. She's never beat Pliskova. In fact, they've played a few times. She's only won one set off of Pliskova, so that's going to be a tough match. But I already said Karolina's going to win this championship. She's never lost here, and it's going to be a different matchup. Jacqueline really pushed Ana Bogdan today, She really pushed Ana Bogdan today, but the difference is Pliskova's got the power, and she's not going to make a lot of those mistakes that Jacqueline has. She's still learning, much like Harriet Dart. But amazing match here for Pliskova. She advances, and she is tatted up. She set the trend for these females with tattoos. You guys know that, right? She's a pioneer. Congratulations. Another championship for Pliskova.